Hi everybody, welcome back to RQ. Quick update on my progress with The Moon is a Harsh Mistress. I'm currently about 3 chapters in on that. Really enjoying it. It's heating up a bit, but we'll see how it goes. I'm quickly becoming a fan of Robert A. Heinlein, but how can I say that after reading one of his books? But I love the sci-fi genre, so we'll see. We'll see how it develops. Today's video is another book haul, March book haul. The other day I spent a Waterstones gift voucher, which I got for my birthday, and bought a load of books. Very nice store they've got in Stratford upon Avon. So went down there. Very nice town, been there quite a few times now. And yeah, so I'll get to the books. First one we've got today is Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton, legendary book, legendary film. One of my favourite films actually, really do enjoy the film. The sequels not so much, but actually when I was younger I read, probably when I was about 10, 11, I can't remember, it was that long ago. But I read The Lost World first, so I've already read Lost World and it was very, very different to the film. And I actually preferred the book, and as is often the case. But I'm considerably looking forward to reading this because I've heard this is extremely different to the film. There's a lot of extra characters that don't really have a prominent role in the film, and there's a lot of development in other areas. So yeah, I'm going to be looking forward to this. And to those of you the limited number of you that aren't familiar with Jurassic Park, I'll just sum up the book for you. On a remote jungle island, genetic engineers have created a dinosaur game park. An astonishing technique for recovering and cloning dinosaur DNA has been discovered. Now one of mankind's most thrilling fantasies has come true, and the first dinosaurs that the Earth has seen in the time of man emerge. But as always, there is a dark side to the fantasy, and after catastrophe destroys the park's defence systems, the scientists and tourists are left fighting for survival. And there's, praise from a number of publications at the time. The Sunday Telegraph, Crichton's most compulsive novel to date. Breathtaking adventure, a book that is as hard to put down as it is to forget, Time Out. Wonderful, powerful, Washington Post, full of suspense, New York Times. So yeah, this is going to be a good read. I've had it in my Amazon wishlist for some time now. So looking forward to that. Next is Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep by Philip K. Dick. Obviously, as many of you will know, the novel that became Blade Runner. Blade Runner is one of my favourite films of all time. It's probably in the top 5 for me. Beautiful film, absolutely fantastic. And I have, again, the film is different to the book, and I'm actually thinking of putting together a video series on this channel where I critique books and their film counterparts. So I'll be do comment below if you think that this is going to be a worthy addition to the channel and something that might grow and develop and you might engage with. But yeah, so I do enjoy these SF Masterworks covers. They're very, very beautiful covers, very nice artwork. So just to sum up, war has left the Earth devastated. Through its ruins, bounty hunter Rick Deckard stalks in search of the renegade replicants who are his prey. When he isn't retiring them, he dreams of owning the ultimate status symbol, a live animal. Then Rick gets a big assignment to kill 6 Nexus 6 targets for a huge reward. But things are never that simple, and Rick's life quickly turns into a nightmare kaleidoscope of subterfuge and deceit. So I'm already thinking this is going to be quite different to the film. And again, I've seen the film first, so the book, as much as I love the film, I think the book's going to be better, as is always the case, except for a few exceptions. Some of the praise for the book: Brian W. Aldiss, a marvellous and complex book, simply written but leaving all kinds of resonance in the mind. Dick's most widely read novel, it's also one of his best, science fiction, the 100 best novels. one of the 2 or 3 most important figures in 20th century US science fiction, and there's a bit about Philip K. Dick and his life. Obviously, the Total Recall as well. No. Total Recall was based on We Can Remember It For You Wholesale. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, it's going to be a great read, I think. One of the true science fiction masterworks this is. So yeah, that's another worthy addition, I feel, to my book collection. And the last 2 books that I bought are a new addition really to my library. I've not really got any comics as such. I've got two or three close friends that do collect comics, Marvel and DC, and unfortunately I haven't got any graphic novels at the moment, and it's something I'm looking to build into my library. I did used to read a lot of comics and graphic novels when I was a lot younger, but it's something I've just veered away from for whatever reason as I've grown. So I'm going to try and get back into it now. These ones are Watchmen, which has received considerable praise, and again, unfortunately, I've seen the film, and I did enjoy it. It took me a while to get into it. I've seen it about 3 or 4 times now, and it did take me a while to get into because of all of the backstory of the characters. But it's a very nice looking graphic novel, so I've got that one, the deluxe edition, I think, from 2013. And yeah, it's very, very nice looking just to skim through, but some of the praise for this by obviously Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons. I think Alan Moore didn't like the film. I don't think he even got a credit on the film, but that's completely up to him. But one of Time Magazine's 100 best English language novels since 1923, over 2 million copies in print, Eisner Award winner, Hugo Award winner, which is high praise, work of ruthless psychological realism. It's a landmark in the graphic novel medium, Time. Entertainment Weekly, a masterwork representing the apex of artistry. New York Times Book Review, remarkable. The would-be heroes of Watchmen have staggeringly complex psychological profiles. And Lost co-creator Damon Lindelof, the greatest piece of popular fiction ever produced. I mean, that's high praise. This edition of Watchmen, the groundbreaking series from Alan Moore, the award-winning writer of V for Vendetta and Batman the Killing Joke, and Dave Gibbons, the artist of Green Lantern, features the high-quality, recoloured pages found in Watchmen, the Absolute Edition, with sketches, never before seen extra bonus material, and a new introduction by Dave Gibbons. So, yes, there's not much in the blurb about the plot, but the major plot aspects that I gained from the film, which I assume closely resembles the graphic novel, are it's basically about a team of superheroes, but they're not superheroes as regards to we would think like Superman or whatever. They're actually just like normal people, except for one who's like Dr. Manhattan, who's I'm saying a mutant, but he's an almost omnipotent being due to an accident in a scientific experiment. But the characters are very well fleshed out, and it dips into a lot of different psychology and profiling and everything else, the depths of the psyche. So I'm certainly going to look forward to reading it. And I also picked up the Before Watchmen, Comedian and Rorschach version, and I believe there's also one for Night Owl and Dr. Manhattan. So that's a look at that. By Brian Azzarello, J.G. Jones and Lee Bermejo. Apologies if I pronounced it wrong. It's a best-selling prequel to Watchmen. Prequel to the best-selling graphic novel of all time are finally here, the prequels rather, Before Watchmen. For over 20 years, the backstories of the now iconic characters from Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons' landmark graphic novel have been the subject of much debate and theorising. Now DC Comics has assembled the greatest creators in the industry to further paint the world of Watchmen. This volume features The Comedian, with art by J.G. Jones, and Rorschach, illustrated by Lee Bermejo, both written by Eisner Award winner Brian Azzarello. Edward Blake's moral code, much like his sense of humour, is darkly ambiguous. Though he's a man of dubious principles and ambition, There's no doubt he's the man for the job if it's a dirty one. Dispatched by the shadow workers of the government in a time of international crisis, the comedian enters the theatre of war to have the last laugh. That's obviously about the comedian. It was clear to Walter Kovacs from a young age that he had an innate sense of right and wrong, even if no one else did. Frustrated by the surrounding sin of the world and motivated by his unshakable morality, he became the vigilante known as Rorschach. As a masked hero, Walter is able to see the stark contrasts of good and evil in black and white, and uphold justice as he sees fit. And there's also some high praise on there as well. So yeah, I'm thinking, should I read the prequels first or go straight into Watchmen, because I don't actually own the other, prequel collections. So let me know if, I should wait, read the prequels first and then come back to Watchmen proper. So that's it. That's my March book haul. The unread pile is growing, as it always is, but I'm really going to be trying to put some more time in and get these books read and reviewed. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, and I'll have hopefully my review of The Moon is a Harsh Mistress up within as soon as possible. So once again, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.